So let's go ahead and get some practice finding the least common denominator if I have 18 and 24. So the first thing I'm going to want to do is break these numbers into their factors. Some people use this table method, but you can really use whatever method works for you. So 18 factors into a 2 and a 3 and a 3. And 24 factors into a 2 and a 2 all right, it's factors over here. 24 is 2 times 12, which is 4 times 3, which is 2 times 2. Okay, so 24 factors into a 2. And a 3. But it also factors into a 2 and another 2. So what I'm doing is I'm matching the factors in columns. Then what I do is I pull down a factor from each column. So I've got a 2, a 3, a 3, a 2, and a 2. Why do I do this? Well, in order for any number to be divisible by 18, it has to have one factor of 2 and 2 factors of 3. In order for any number to be divisible by 24, it has to have 3 factors of 2 and 1 factor of 3. So now I can multiply all these together. I've got 2 times 3, which is 6, times 3, which is 18, times 2, which is 32, times 2, which is 64, which isn't right. I've got 6 times 8, 9 times 8, which is 72. So this is going to be 72, pardon my poor multiplying on the fly skills. But the least common denominator is going to be 72. Next, I have 5xy squared and 2x cubed y. So we can go ahead and break that apart into its factors and use this same kind of table method. So 5xy squared, if I break that into its factors, it's going to have a 5, it's going to have an x, and it's going to have 2 y's. 2x cubed y is going to have a factor of 2. It's going to have 3 x's, so there's 1, but I need 2 more. And it's going to have 1 y. So then I pull down a value from each column. I have 5x, y, y, 2, x, x. So I collect my like terms. 5 and 2, that's going to give me 10, x cubed, y squared. Why does this work? Well, in order for a number to be divisible by 5xy squared, it needs a 5, an x, and 2 y's. In order for a number to be divisible by 2x cubed y, it needs a 2, 3 x's, and 1 y. And the smallest number of both of those will be 10x cubed y squared. Next, if I have k and k minus 3, well, the only factor of k is k, and the only factor of k minus 3 is k minus 3. So the LCD of those two, because each of them are prime, right, the only factor is themselves, is going to be k times k minus 3. And my suggestion to you would be to leave factored, because that makes it easier to simplify at the end. Let's take a look at finding the least common denominator for a few more. If I have y squared minus 2y minus 8 and y squared plus 3y plus 2, I need to factor these before I can even determine what their least common denominator would be, which is going to be all the factors that each of them need. So I've got y squared minus 2y minus 8. So I think, what are the factors of negative 8 that add up to negative 2? Well, that's going to be negative 4 and positive 2. I've got y squared plus 3y plus 2. So I think, okay, what are the factors of 2 that add up to 3? That's going to be y plus 2 and y plus 1. Okay. In order for a number to be divisible by y, or an expression to be divisible by y squared minus 2y minus 8, it needs a factor of y minus 4 and a factor of y plus 2. In order for a polynomial, an expression to be divisible by y squared plus 3y plus 2, I'm going to need a factor of y plus 2, which I already have, and a factor of y plus 1. And we want to leave this factored. So the least common denominator is y minus 4 times y plus 2 times y plus 1. Lastly, I've got 8z minus 24 times 5z times z minus 3. So let's go ahead and factor. I've got 8 times z minus 3, 5z, z minus 3. Hi, Bobby. We're making a video about least common denominators. What do you think about that? Yeah, me too. So I have a factor of 8. Let's try and make a table for this one. We can. It's just not as common. Yes, Bobby, I see you and I love you. So I need a factor of 8, and I need a factor of z minus 3. For 5z times z minus 3, I need a factor of 5. I need a factor of z, and I need a factor of z minus 3. So the least common denominator is going to be 8 times z minus 3 times 5 times z. So 8 times 5 is 40, z times z minus 3. And like I said, we want to leave this